Hey, what's going on, everybody? So Experiments here. Today I want to show you some helpful tricks in WvW World. One of the most helpful tricks I've learned recently is if you go into your keybounds and you go down to targeting, you have a nearest ally and a next ally. This is very useful for when Tactivators are like this with a bunch of trays around it. If you press the target closest ally button, which I'm going to press right now, you'll see that it targeted the Tactivator. And you can see it's this one because there's an orange arrow. And if I hit the next ally, it'll go to the next Tactivator and then the next Tactivator. So that's really useful for Tactivator activation. It's also useful if the Lord has a bunch of enemies on it and you can't click on it and you need to check the HP of the Lord. I'm going to hit the target nearest ally button now, and it targets the Lord for me. So then I can easily just check the Lord HP, report back to the commander. I find this most useful in SMC because normally the Lord has so many people on it you can't click him, and you can't report to the commander what the HP is. So yeah, that's the first one. The second one that a lot of people seem not to know about or just simply disregard is your combat log. I'm going to fire this Treb real quick, and I'm going to open up my combat log. The combat log is great when you're on siege and you can't see what you're hitting, like in this situation. I'm going to be shooting over this cliff. And then if I open up my combat log, I can see that I hit 2 walls for 18,000 damage. So the way you set this up, you just add a new tab, and you go down here, you go to combat, and you do all your outgoing. That's easy. That's it. I set up one for outgoing and incoming. So if I get spiked really hard, I can check my incoming and see what hit me and took me down so much. You know, sometimes the Lord hit you or you get kill shotted by a warrior. Yeah. So that's the second thing. The third thing is targeting. If you're a Guild Wars 1 player, this is probably not new to you. But just targeting in general. There'll be a lot of times when you need to target a bunch of enemies or find one in a big group. I have something selected for target nearest ally. I don't know if that's default. But the point is that you can tab through them, which I'm doing now. I'm simply just hitting tab and selecting the enemies from closest to furthest. And if I do shift tab, it comes back at me. It comes backwards. So it's from furthest to closest. This is really good, like I was saying, in a Zerg, when you're trying to find the enemy commander, and maybe you're your lieutenant, and you want to put an arrow on their head or something. Let me tag up real quick. Something like this, so that the whole squad can kind of tell where the enemy Zerg's going. It's a pretty common tactic. So yeah, last thing is camera positioning, camera settings actually. Let me pull those up. Alright, so these are my camera settings. As you can tell, the field of view is very far because I want to be very zoomed out. And the vertical position is very tall, I guess, all the way maxed out. And so is the position near. So pretty much I have it as high up as I can get it. That's the goal. And what this allows you to do, let me tag down so nobody follows me. What this allows you to do is see over walls, stuff like this. So I could see if there's like an enemy Zerg sitting on the staircase or beneath it. You can do this anywhere. You can do it to press MC. You can do it for keeps. Definitely something I'd recommend if you intend to be scouting or looking around. It's definitely a useful technique. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. And if you have any questions, just let me know.